Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big Sunderland welcome to Michael McIntyre!
Favourite city of them all, it's Sunderland! I like this big pit here. I don't know if you've noticed, there's a 12-foot drop to your death here. This was obviously designed with Geordies in mind. Here comes a couple of Geordies, turn the lights off and tell them they're in raw air. All right. It's over here, mate. So it's nice to be in Sunderland. I've stayed here a couple of days. I went on the tourism website where they described your city centre. They didn't go for words like vibrant or exciting. They popped for improving city centre. And I have to say, I like it. I think it's a great place to be if you're eating fish and chips, have a bet to put on, and are in a mobility scooter. I think it's quite fun. Have you got another chip for me? All right. Did you hear about the Geordie who fell down in the theatre? Got one. High five. Come on. I've been to Newcastle, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that every third person you walk past in the street is a sort of overweight man of about 50 years old wearing a fleece, holding 2 carrier bags with no idea where he's going. Now, let's see. I know I recognise this place. It's 2010, ladies and gentlemen. Technology is taking over. Some of it's good, some of it's not so helpful. I particularly like Google Earth. I don't know if you've been on Google Earth. It's amazing. They photographed every road in the whole world, and they've put them on Google Earth on the computer, and you can go there. You just type it in, and you go there. You drag a little man over the map, and you drop him into the road, and then you're there. You can see it. It's really amazing technology. And you sit in front of the computer and you think, I can go anywhere in the world. Where shall I go? And we all come to the same conclusion. My house. Even though you're in your house, it would be far easier just to get up, walk outside of your house, and look at your house. A live 3D image of your own building. But no. You're so excited, aren't you? First, you don't land exactly on your house. You're sort of, where is it? We have to move around. There it is. That's our house on Google Earth. Darling, come and look. Come and look. Leave the kids. They're fine in the bath. Come and look. That's our house. It's our car on Google Earth. Some technology, I think, no help whatsoever. Loos, modern public loos, I don't think they needed any updating. I think we were fine with the process. You go in, if you need to turn the light on, you turn the light on. Now they have this automatic motion sensor lighting. You come on and the light comes on. Oh, just from you moving. Which is fun at the beginning, but then when you're on the loo, the light goes off. You have to reactivate the light, so you start moving. Washing your hands. I didn't think this was dramatic. There was no issues there. Turn the tap on, yeah? Then the water flows. Once you've had enough water, you turn the tap off. That was fine. Then they didn't trust you with that, so they had the push one, where you push it, and it gives you an allocation of water. This is the amount of water we feel is enough for you to be washing your hands. But if you need more, you're quite within your rights to push again. Now, people have literally no idea how to access water from modern taps. You have lines of people doing Tai Chi trying to work it out. Do you know? You any idea? Mr. Miyagi. Washing your hands was fine. Take a paper towel, dry your hands. Yeah, dry your hands afterwards. Paper towel, dry your hands. Throw it in the bin. No problem at all. Or use the blower, the rubbish blower. Ooh. Like a baby breathing on you. Ooh. You can see the water droplets slowly making their way down. Ooh, I could be here for months. Ooh. You can even turn it around to do your face. Why do you need to dry your face? Who's doing such a big shit they need to dry their face? Massive shit, huge shit. Now we have the Dyson Airblade, possibly the creepiest device I've seen in my entire life. You come out of the loo, there's some bloke going... I know it's been a difficult time for the Northeast in the last few months. There was the Raoul Moat situation. I know it was very difficult and terrifying. I mean, it was frightening, this sort of steroid-filled gunman hiding in the woods. It was not a nice time for anyone, let alone people in the area. And it wasn't funny. I'd just like to say that obviously I'm a comedian. I look to the news for comedy, and in this instance, nothing was funny. There was nothing funny at all. And they caught him and they surrounded him with marksmen, and I was thinking, this is just a horrible, horrible situation. Certainly no comedy here. Then Paul Gascoigne showed up. Put the remote control down, darling. This could be funny. And it came across the screen on Sky News. Paul Gascoigne has just shown up with a fishing rod and sandwiches for Raoul. Apparently he used to know Raoul back in the day in Newcastle City Centre. He was a nice guy then. Something must have happened to Raoul. You can only imagine the police reaction. They're surrounding him. Psst, Captain, what is it? Don't interrupt me. I've got Raoul in my crosshairs. It's Paul Gascoigne, Gaza. Gaza! He's got a fishing rod and sandwiches for Raoul. You're joking? Tell him to get lost! I thought it might open the floodgates for a spate of northeastern celebrities to show up with food and activities for Raoul. So 10 minutes later, Psst, Captain, what is it now? It's Peter Beardsley, Norway. He's got some minestrone soup and playing cards for Raoul. Tell him to go away! Send him down the road with Gaza. I'm busy. Don't interrupt me again, all right. Psst, what is it now? It's Cheryl Cole. No. Cheryl here? She's got a salad niçoise and swing ball for Raoul. You've got to be out of your mind. Tell her to get lost and don't interrupt me again. Unless it's Jimmy Nail. I love Jimmy Nail. Crocodile Shoes was my favourite. Psst, is it Jimmy? Is Jimmy here? No, it's Ant and Dec. Ant and Dec! They've got some homemade ratatouille and Yahtzee for Raoul. And a taser. A taser? That could come in pretty handy. What have you? A taser? Taser? Piss off! All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce my first guest of the evening. Are you ready for that? It's a genuine privilege and a pleasure to have him. He's one of my favourites, and soon you're going to find out why. Please welcome to the stage the wondrous Mr. Jim Owen is here!
Right, hello. Most of the things I'll be talking about tonight will involve having my eyebrows up. It's not to say that I don't put them down from time to time, but most of the time, they're up. Yeah, probably shouldn't have mentioned it at the start, because what happens is people just end up looking at your eyebrows and don't really listen to what you're saying. Just watching these two little bits of fur move up and down. But it is important to know where your eyebrows are when you're talking. Always have your eyebrows up when you're asking someone where the toilets are. Do you know where the toilets are? Toilets? Don't be going, do you know where the toilets are? Toilets. Or, Is that your daughter? Is it? Is that your daughter? Do you know where the toilets are? Checking things in your pockets, that's always eyebrows down, isn't it? Don't be doing that. People will be telling you where the toilets are. Just over there. So where's my daughter? So anyway, I do like to move around stage just a little bit. Just trying to find the funniest part of the stage. Thank you. Wow. How are you up top there? Is it all right? It's very high up, isn't it? You have to laugh down when you're laughing. It's not natural, is it? You have a tendency to throw your head back when you're laughing, then you can't see what's going on. Huh? They should have jokes written on the roof as well. You know? If you were to look at your life and you were to say, what was the best bit? What was the bit where I had the most fun, the most joy? That would have to be falling in love. I was on a train recently. There was a young couple on the train, obviously very much in love. They laughed for the whole journey. It was really annoying. You know, when you're looking at somebody thinking, nothing's that funny. Because once you settle into relationships, you don't laugh as much, to be honest. Normally them hurting themselves is the big joke, isn't it? You all right? No, you have to do one, are you all right, before you piss yourself, and that's the hardest one. You all right? I'll just get the bandages. But eventually in all relationships, you'll get to the point really where there's just one good joke left. And that's getting them to smell something that they don't really want to smell. Sometimes I'm not even clever about how I play the game. Sometimes I just go, smell that. Tricking them into smelling something they don't want to smell. It's the funniest thing on the planet. It just doesn't get any better than that for me. That's just the way it is, you know. Don't know if you've noticed this. People always smell the back of your wrist, you know. You can walk up to a stranger in the street and go, smell that. And they will. It's the back of your wrist. But say, for example, you offered them the back of your fingers. People don't want to know the back of your fingers. Simple as that. You'll never get a lady working in a perfume shop going, tst, tst, smell that. I like it. If I ever get a dodgy smell on the back of my fingers, I rub it on my wrist. That's all for me. My name's Shimon. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.
Wonderful. Shimon, ladies and gentlemen, come on. We love Shimon. Brilliant. Very good. By the way, is that clock ever going to change up there? Why are you so tanned, my friend? You what? You're away a lot. Don't reveal too much information about yourself. I sort of put two and two together already, mate. Why are you so tanned? Away. Away. Where you been and why? Certain places. Whoa. Here's a man who cracks under questioning, eh? Certain places. Is it tough for you getting a taxi home? Where to, mate? Certain place. No, you know, I'm not getting all the costs. I love the taxis in Newcastle. Very different than London. In London, we have like a limit of 5, and when it's late at night, they won't go to where you're going if it's not where they're going. This is how rude people are in London. You go, can I go to sort of, Hampstead? And they'll go, no, I'm not going north. I'm not going north. I'm not going north. I'm going south. If you want to move, I'll take you home, but I'm not going north. I'm not going. In Newcastle, because it's such a party town, they've got these big minivans. I can only take 47. Get in, it's party time. All right. Help yourself to kebab, it's clean. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for my second guest on my Comedy Roadshow? I am very excited about welcoming this next guest. He's a brand new comic, and I think he's going to be a big star. Please give all your loves to the fantastic Mr. Mmcr.
Good evening! Welcome, guys. My name is Mmcr. I've just come back from doing some gigs in America. Give me a cheer if you've been to the USA. Fantastic country, loads of fun to travel to, especially when you look like me. Oh yeah, I'm playing that card tonight, bruv. Right, I flew out to New York, okay? I flew out from Heathrow Airport. It's in London, geezer, all right? Okay? And I flew out with Air India. Air India. You already know this is going to be hilarious, innit? I'm on this Air India flight, okay? And I'm looking around. It's full of Indian people. But I look around and I see only one white guy on the entire plane. Do you know him? This plane... This plane is full of brown faces, but there's still only one white guy on the entire plane as we entered North American airspace. And I thought to myself, boy, so much for that undercover air marshal. That's a rubbish disguise, man. You ain't fooling anybody. Hey, Abdullah, who do you think it is? I think it might be Jack Bauer over there. Crazy, man. But I love Americans, man. I love American people. I have a profound knowledge and understanding of the Americans. And that's because I actually went to school in America. Completely illegally, but I did go. Right, when I started school, those American kids started picking on me, yeah? Right? I was getting picked on for being English. This is a form of prejudice I had not experienced before. Right, this is what the American kids used to say to me. I'm not making this up. Absolutely true. Every day in school, they used to come up to me and go, hey, go home. It's time for tea, you stupid English muffin. English muffin. You'll get upset when religious zealots call you infidels. You don't know what racism is until someone's called you a muffin. Man, that was the first time and the last time in my life that I got picked on for being English or for being British. Never happened again, not until earlier this year, when I happened to be playing on Xbox Live. Give me a cheer if you got Xbox. Lots of virgins in the room. Now, I'm playing a game called Modern Warfare 2, okay, right? And we've all got headsets on so we can talk to each other over the internet. Now, I'm playing with a friend of mine who's from England, but we're also playing with these American kids that we don't know. Now, I say to my friend over my headset, I go, yo, because I'm gangster like that, yeah? Yo, what level are we playing next? Or something to that effect. And these American kids heard my voice, yeah? These American kids heard my accent. And when they did, this is what they said to me. No word of a lie, I promise you this is absolutely true. They hear my accent and they go, oh my God, British guys! Your British accent sucks, man! Hey, Britain sucks, man! Okay, we beat your ass in 1776 in the War of Independence, man! We saved your ass in World War II. So don't mess with America, pal, because we will A-bomb you like we did to the Japanese. That's some really offensive stuff. How dare they say that to me? I got really angry. I got really upset, and I thought, hold on, no, stop. Collaborate and listen. Right, and I thought about what these American kids just said to me. I started deconstructing it. And I thought, can I really be offended over what they've just said to me? Because think about it, My family went in the War of Independence in 1776. They were in India making money. Yeah, my family went in World War II. They were in Kenya with the British making even more money. Then finally, I realized why it was that I got upset. It suddenly made perfect sense to me, right? I was upset is because these American kids were taking the piss out of my white people. It's all right, bruv, I got your back. You is my honky. And I said to these American kids, I went, oh, yeah! You leave my white people alone! My white people gave your white people the English language. So you can shut your face, you slag! I'm crazy me, man. Jokes every minute, man. I saw lots of lovely ladies coming in tonight, man. I like older women, man. That's my flavor. You get me? I prefer the older woman. But see, this got me into a bit of trouble once, right? Because the last chick I dated, yeah, she was old, yeah? She was ancient. She was a proper dinosaur. I remember when I first went to meet her, I said, good evening, how do you do? And she went... That was one mental date, man. Thank you. Yo, guys, you've been awesome. My name's Imran Yusuf. Peace out. God bless.
Imran Yusuf! Come on! Fantastic, wonderful. That was glorious. He gave you everything and then he stuck a dinosaur in it. This man is working for his comedy. That was awesome. Imran mentioned that we gave the Americans the English language, and he's right about that. He is. But they didn't take all of it. That's always what troubles me. Is that if you ask an American what language they speak, they'll go, I speak English. But yet certain words they couldn't cope with because it didn't have enough information in it. Like pavement, for example. They had to change to sidewalk. They needed to know whereabouts they were going to be walking. They needed more information in the word. Otherwise, they could just wander into traffic. We walk on the sidewalk. Bin is waste paper basket. They needed to know that it was a basket and what they should be putting in it. They couldn't cope with the word bin. horse riding is horseback riding. They had to specify the area of the horse that we're going to be riding. They couldn't cope with simply horse riding. They'd be sitting on the head. Are you sure this is right? Holding the tail and skiing. What the? There should be more instructions in this terminology. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our next act of the evening? It gives me great pleasure to introduce a man I've admired for many, many years. You're going to absolutely love him. Please welcome to the stage the fantastic Mr. Simon Evans!
Thank you very much. A couple of things about myself. Now, a few of you are thinking this is all very well, but where are his eyes? I do have eyes. I can see out. It can appear, under stage lighting, that there is no more than a couple of crude knife slits pushed into my face, but no. Fully functioning eyes I can see out. They've always been small. I was teased as a child. Piggy little eyes, eyes like piss holes in the snow. Seen bigger eyes on a potato. Mother could be very cruel. Still, she's in a home now. Somewhere. Well, I say home, it's more of a self-storage facility, really, but you're just paying for the name otherwise, aren't you? It's ridiculous. I had a new one recently. I went to have contact lenses fitted. Couldn't be done, obviously, not enough room. Didn't even try this chap. He took one look at me, he said, "Stone me, my Jap's eye's bigger than that." Which I thought was a bit unnecessary, to be honest. And proving it was certainly unnecessary. Also, I should mention my accent. My accent may be rather unfamiliar, possibly even rather exotic to some of your ears, so if you are struggling to place it, it is in fact educated. Thank you. That's generous of you. I should make it clear, not expensively, this is not a coalition-style accent. I just paid attention, that's all. I was taught to believe that it would be an advantage to speak correctly. My father encouraged me to speak with my teeth clenched together, like so, as though addressing the crew of a naval frigate. Or perhaps being buggered in the showers at Harrow, I don't know. Thank you, Rector. I don't know what the idea was, but it doesn't work anyway. Nowadays, it mainly provokes hostility. If you want an accent which actually warms people to you, the Geordie, Macam accent, the northeastern accents are far more popular. 30 years ago, if you had a Geordie accent, you were virtually entitled to a disability pension. It was considered so detrimental to your prospects in life. And if you weren't entitled, you'd probably claim anyway. That's another matter. Nowadays, it's all changed. I just resent the way I get treated. In Sunderland, I've had the warmest reception, wonderful. I did some gigs in Newcastle a little while ago. The way they reacted, you think I closed their flaming shipyards myself, which is a bit much. It was 30 years ago. I was a boy at the time. Family made a few quid out of the deal, but it's not my fault. I'm not having it. And I said to them, much as I said to you, educated accent, you may not be familiar with it. They were fine about that at first. One of them got it, passed it round, things turned a bit ugly. It was... Well, so I hear. I was halfway home by then, but I went back. The following night, they trashed the place, apparently. Looked exactly the same to me, I have to say that. Limit to how much damage you could do in that venue. Rubble is rubble at the end of the day. You can move it about a bit to express your frustration. It's more feng shui than vandalism, but that wasn't their fault, I mean, I abhor what was done in the Northeast under Thatcher's regime. It was a terrible thing. She dismantled the economy of the Northeast out of spite. It was working fine for generations on a very simple basis. Namely this: you get a harness on a Northerner, you can get a lot of work done. Now, that is a fact. You know it. You're hardy beast. You endure extremes of temperature with very little adjustment in your clothing. The first time I came up here, it was the middle of winter. Has been for years. Freezing wind blowing in off the North Sea, full of sleet, bits of old boat. The thing that struck me was a rivet, as it turned out. Now... down to duck. The thing that struck me, seriously, the women in particular were walking around in their underwear. What I'd originally taken to be a sort of pink and purple mottled shell suit affair was in fact the flesh of these women, such as they are. Now, I enjoy a wind-stiffened nipple as much as the next man. Might even count myself a connoisseur. Al dente, that would be my preference. The firm but not brittle nipple, that's what you want. With a bit of give, but still with a sense of purpose. Enough to hang your hat on, but not your umbrella. I used to write pornography for a living. It wasn't terribly erotic, but it was detailed, I like to think. All I'm saying, I think once your cleavage has gone the colour of Stilton, it's time to dress up a bit. I was in a bar. I heard a woman say to her friend, "Don't wear your bra in here, you won't feel the benefit when you go out." I hardly dared look, but I forced myself. That is an image that will stay with me for some time. Thanks to my new camera phone. No excuse for it either. You have enormous... I was a branch of Matalan in Gateshead, I think it was. I'd never been in one, but some of you will be familiar with Matalan. I won't ask you to identify yourselves. In a sense, you already have, of course. But the shopping experience is rather upsetting. You go in, it's just one huge pile of clothes in the middle of the floor. May have started out on racks and hangers, I don't know, it was getting on towards lunchtime. And yet, it's actually quite exclusive, Matalan. You have to be a member to shop at Matalan. They won't have just anyone wandering around in there. If you've got a quid and you know where you live, you're in. There are those hurdles to clear. That keeps the riffraff out. Thank you very much for that. Cheers, take care.
Fantastic. Simon Evans, ladies and gentlemen, bravo! We love Simon Evans. So I've been writing my book. I finished it late into the night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm typing away. When the phone rang, the landline. Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, landline call. That's frightening, isn't it? People don't phone after 9. That's the rule. That's the unwritten rule. After 9 is rude. If the phone rings after 9, you have to acknowledge it before you pick it up. What time is it, darling? 9:12. It's very rude. Hello? You don't tell them they're rude. You say it in your hello. Hello? 13 minutes earlier. Hello? Hello? But 2 o'clock in the morning, this is beyond rude. So I pick up the phone, I'm typing, writing a book, and I got the classic. I got a heavy breathing phone call. Completely freaked me out. Like, hello? Hello? Like something like from the film Saw or something. Really freaking me out. So I just hung up the phone. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to wake up my wife and discuss it with her. I mean, I was really I was scared, right? But before I could make a decision, the phone rang again. Same thing. This actually went on 5 times until I realised I was sitting on my mobile and phoning myself. I was sexually harassing myself in the early hours of the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our headline act? What an absolute treat we have for you tonight. We have a girl, she was on my show last year. She has gone on to achieve wonderful, wonderful things. She's a lass done well. All your love, please, for the wonderful Sarah Millican is here!
To be here. I'm a bit of a chatterbox, so we'll have to rein it in a bit, I think, tonight. It's the only thing I was criticised for at school, was talking too much. I mean, by the teachers. I was criticised by the kids for loads of things. I was something of a nerd. It's really hard to believe, isn't it? Totally didn't have sex till I was 22, shut up. I think it's quite cool that the thing I was criticised for is now my job. Though that's quite cool, isn't it? Take that, teachers. I just hope the same fate didn't befall the school bike. She might be in. Somebody else told me recently that I talk too much, and that was my dentist. My dentist. It wasn't like while she was trying to do stuff. It was like, stop talking, woman. I'm trying to earn a Mercedes by giving you fillings you probably don't really need. I said, all of my teeth hurt. And she said, that's not possible. I said, well, it's bloody happening in my mouth, pet. So she gave me a gum shield. A gum shield. Like I need any more help to be unattractive in bed. Picture the scene. I'm in a Marxie's 90, which is a bit too tight, but it's still got a lot of wear in it. It's the perils of Marks and Spencer's, that, isn't it? You've got to burn the bloody thing before it wears out. And I've got bed socks on, regardless of the temperature outside. No makeup on, and my hair looks rubbish. And now, I'm bloody drooling as well. And I was going to say I'm highly strung, but I don't think I am. I think I get agitated very easily. And, thanks. Not technically a joke. Bitch. I'll give you an example of when I got agitated the most recently. I was in a hotel room on my own, and I got trapped in my bra. Now, I can see the women are looking at me doing that. Tell me how it happened so it doesn't happen to me. And the men are just happy that I'm talking about bras, aren't you? So, I was in a hotel room, I was fastening my bra. Nice lady at the front there. Tell me, have you, when you fasten your bra, are you a back fastener or are you front and swizzle? Front and swizzle. The rest of you are freaks. If I could fasten it like that, I'd be in a bloody circus. I mean, I'd just be fastening bras. I don't have any other circus skills. I asked a lady the other day and I said, are you a back fastener or a front and swizzle? And she went, neither, I do the third one. There is no third one. And I said, tell me what the third one is. And she said, just fasten it and put it on like a jumper. I said, I'm guessing that you're not wearing the right size bra, pet. But it occurred to me that there must be a fourth option as well, where you fasten it and then just step in it. Mine would get to about there and then get stuck. So I fastened my bra at the front, I started swizzling, just got out the bath, so I was a little bit claggy. Well, it's nice to be in a room where people know what the word claggy means. I usually have to tell people to look it up on Google. So it got stuck about here, and one of the underwires got trapped underneath as well. And there weren't any boobs in it. It wasn't functioning at all as a bra. And the thought that crossed my mind was, I wonder if the fire brigade do this. Did you say you were trapped in your car, madam? Sounds the same. Better bring your wire cutters, pet. Just sounds as well like the worst ever episode of Final Destination, doesn't it? How did she die? From shame. But I've got a new nickname. I've never had a nickname before. I've been called things, but that's different. My nickname is the Cake Pigeon. Because whenever I walk past a cake shop, whenever I press myself up against a cake shop, I go, ooh. But because I sometimes talk about cakes and puddings on stage, occasionally people will bring cakes and puddings to gigs for me, which might sound like a nice thing, but it can be a little bit weird. Because it is still essentially cake from a stranger. A man came out to me a gig in London and he said, got you some cake? And I thought, oh no. And he handed me a carrier bag with a slice of unwrapped cake in the bottom. It's already wrong, that, isn't it? But I wanted to be polite, because he'd done it out of sweetness, and I said, that looks lovely, pet, thank you very much. That looks like carrot cake. Is it carrot cake? And he went, it's passion cake. I think I know cake, and I don't think passion cake exists. I think it's carrot cake plus Rohypnol equals passion cake. I mean, I still ate it. As far as I'm concerned, if you're worried that something's got rohypnol in, you just eat it at home, don't you? Because then you get a lovely night's sleep as well. And you can't remember, so you don't even feel guilty the next day. I've started buying women's magazines. I bought one recently because on the front cover it said that some female celebrities had put weight on and that they were now curvaceous. And I thought, good, we'll have a look and we'll see just how curvaceous they are. And I flicked through and the fattest woman in there, it said that she had ballooned. I repeat, she had ballooned to a size 12. A size 12. I'd give my right arm to be a size 12. My right arm might be a size 12. But there is a new way that you know you've put weight on. I don't think it's commonly known, so I feel like I should sort of spread the word. This happened to me in January, and it is genuinely upsetting. Where my boyfriend lives is a block of flats, and round the back of the block of flats is a car park. In order to get into the car park, you have to go through like a barrier, like an arm that lifts up when it senses a car is near. I mean, I was carrying 2 big bags of shopping. But it still thought I was a Peugeot 206. But I was on holiday with my boyfriend last year and he lifted me up, like in a romantic fashion, you know, and put me down again, obviously, in a different place. Otherwise, that would just be weird. Like to guess the weight at the lady stall at the fairground. Too much. But when he put me down, because I'd been reading a bit of Jane Austen, I came over all sort of... And I said, was I very heavy? And he's supposed to follow the lead and say something along the lines of, why, you weighed no more than a dried leaf. But he didn't. He went, manageable. What a lovely audience you are. This has been an absolute pleasure. Let me leave you with one final thing. I've been with my boyfriend now for 4 years, and I said to him in January, you know what, I think it's about time we started talking about the future. That's what I expected from him, like an awkward silence. Maybe some footsteps as he walked out of my life. But no, he didn't, he just smiled. Just beamed, big smile. And I was really touched. And I thought, oh my God, he wants to spend his future with me. And I said, are you sure you're all right talking about the future? And he went, what, like flying cars and that? You've been amazing. I've been Sarah Millican. Thank you very much. Good night.
Sarah Millican, ladies and gentlemen. Bravo! Absolutely wonderful. So let's have a round of applause, please, for everybody we've seen tonight. The wonderful Simon Elephant was here. Star of the making of Grand Yusuf. The absolutely glorious Javon. And the wonderful Sarah Millican, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Good night, bravo. Thank you. Thank you.
And there's more comedy still to come here on BBC HD this evening as QI goes XL in just a few moments. And then at 11:10, comic Sarah Millican makes another appearance as we're live at the Apollo with Rob Brydon.